I've always been fascinated by the places where ancient wisdom intersects with our modern world, and nowhere is that more potent than in the story of the Shuar tribe of the Amazon. In Hyperdimensional You, I touch on this extraordinary culture not just for their spiritual insight or ecological savvy, but for something much deeper, a living model of balance that we, in our technologically overwhelmed world, might do well to remember. Among the Shuar, roles between men and women are clearly defined but equally honored. Men hunt, fish, and cut trees. Women handle just about everything else. But it's not the division of labor that's most compelling, it's the power dynamic. The Shuar grant women a sacred role that modern society, for all its buzzwords and boardroom diversity efforts, still struggles to embrace. The power to say, stop. I don't mean stop as in, let's take a quick break and reassess. I mean stop as in, you're done cutting trees now. We've caught enough fish. That's all the game we take today. It's a kind of authority that operates not from control but from balance, an embodied check on endless consumption, a living governor on the engine of masculine impulse. Imagine that for a moment. A society that not only respects feminine wisdom, but embraces it in order to improve its chances of survival. No committees, no red tape, just a cultural understanding that when a woman says stop, it's because she's looking out for the tribe's future and everyone listens. In our case, this may take the form of the Council of Intuitive Grandmothers. Take a look at our modern world. Corporations cutting down rainforests like it's a race, governments exhibiting more conflict than compassion, oceans warming, glaciers receding, species disappearing, and still the throttle remains wide open. So, where are the women with the authority to say stop to our global military and business tribes? If they're waiting for an invitation from, or to be given the authority by the global military and business tribes, it will be a longer wait than we can afford. It's a real question because the Shuar model isn't just some charming anthropological anecdote. It's a blueprint for collective survival, one that shows us the vital importance of balancing action with restraint, progress with preservation, and masculine drive with feminine discernment. It's not just about putting more women in boardrooms or government seats, though that's certainly part of it. It's about changing the conversation. It's about creating space where the wisdom of enough carries as much weight as the ambition for more. It's about recognizing that, left unchecked, masculine energy tends to overextend, overconsume, and overpromise, and that without a counterbalance, it can burn through resources like there's no tomorrow. That balancing voice doesn't have to come from women alone. Every one of us, regardless of gender, has the capacity to develop internal harmony. We can all learn to cultivate the feminine within the part of us that nurtures, that slows down, that listens to intuition and considers consequences within the larger scope. When we develop that balance inside, we don't need someone else to tell us when to stop. We already know. Of course, external empowerment matters too. If we want lasting change, we need systems that reflect this kind of balance. More women in environmental leadership, sure, but also new frameworks that institutionalize that sacred stop function. Checks and balances that aren't just about regulatory compliance, but about long term wisdom. Decision making that looks 7 generations ahead, not just the next fiscal quarter. The Shore have shown us that such a system isn't utopian, it's practical. It works, and it's not a hindrance to survival, it ensures survival. We don't have to choose between economic vitality and ecological health. That's a false dichotomy we've been sold by systems that benefit from our short sightedness. If you're leading a company, the more room your business has for integrity, compassion, and the long view, the more room the future will have for your business. You don't have to sacrifice growth to do what's right. You just have to expand your definition of what growth means. So, yes, I believe the future of our species might well depend on a return to ancient wisdom, not a regression, but an integration, a remembering, one that brings feminine wisdom back into the center of our decision making, not as a novelty, but as a necessity. Whether it's giving women more say in the rooms where big ecological decisions are made, or cultivating enough internal stillness to hear our own intuitive stop, the message is the same. Balance isn't a luxury, It's the root of sustainability and survivability. The Shuar knew it. Many indigenous cultures know it. It's time we remember it too, because this time the whole planetary tribe is on the line. What will it be? The preceding was generated by an AI ghostwriter from Bob Cochran's writing and sampled voice. For more information on Bob's first book, Emerging Imaginal You, a time-traveling note to self from the corner of science and spirituality, or his second book, Hyperdimensional You, Surfing the Shift Toward Mastery, check out Clever, the number 2, Wise, that's clever2wise.com. On Facebook, search for hashtag Clever2Wise. To help this work continue, like and share Bob's YouTube videos, which can be located by searching for @Clever2Wise. To be notified as new videos become available, click subscribe.